live. We have been talking a lot about this weekend storm, and we know that many of you have questions.
Okay, so Chris joins us now. There he is. Okay, take a look at this first question that we got. Chris, this is the one that the one viewer is saying they live in Charlotte but are working in Atlanta till Sunday. So when is a good time to come back?
Okay, that is a great
Mainly
question.
concerned about because it doesn't take that much ice to knock down trees
we
and
hear
power
a
lines.
Majestic's mic right now, so let's bring that down. All right, so I'm going to step over here because I want to go to graphics.
Okay.
Let's bring this up. So I'm answering your question. We don't have the names that are associated with this. The reason why I don't want you to do anything through Tuesday is just because of the chance of still that refreeze. So I want to show you exactly what's happening over in Atlanta. You're mainly going to see a brief chance for ice, but during Sunday, it's mainly just rain. So even though you don't really have a bad commute, say starting in Atlanta in northern Georgia, we have a rough situation, and we're still going to have some really cold temperatures after that. So answering your question, look where we are, 37 back to 40 on Tuesday. We're also starting off the teens, so I would wait until about Tuesday. Wait an extra day because crews are going to be out there actively trying to clear things out because there needs to be some blockages. If you can wait till Wednesday, I think it's even better, but my answer there, Tuesday. All right, let's bring up the next question. All right, Anchors, I think you read this.
Sure. Y'all mentioned it's the temperature about 3,000 feet up that determines whether snow melts into sleet or freezing rain. In a long-lasting storm, could hours of that process eventually cool that layer enough for it to stay cold and keep the precipitation as snow instead? I think we've already talked about this one.
Yeah, and the answer pretty much plain and simple is usually no, because what's happening here is the colder air up above isn't necessarily helping us out. Instead, you literally have a ribbon of warm air anywhere from 2,000 to 10,000 feet. So what's happening is it's about 5 to 10,000 that we have warm air that's partially melting that snow, and then it refreezes the sleet. That's what we see first, but then it expands. So we're actually heading the opposite direction, that actually gets warmer instead of colder. So snow could be seen initially, but other than that, not too much. All right, next question. What do you got?
Okay. Is there still a chance that the cold air pushes down south and turns everything to snow?
Okay. There's a small snow window, and I am so sorry because everyone's so focused on snow. Because guess what? If this is a snow event, kids would have fun with it. This is not fun. So no, but there is a chance to see snow. So there's that. So maybe you can get some snowballs in, and here's that window of opportunity. I'm going to call it about mid to late afternoon on Saturday. Initially, we start to see some snow work its way in, but it's right here, really about 2 o'clock. You can see some active snow. And it could be some pretty fluffy stuff as well. And then it starts to really expand once you get a little bit further to north. So that is definitely going to be the best case scenario. And I think we have time for one more question.
We do indeed. On Saturday, for the Charlotte area, will we see any sleet, snow, or ice before 3 p.m.?
The answer is yes, but only a couple hours leading up to that. Before 1, I think you're good. So that's what I'm calling today and your Monday morning. That's the sweet spot. But then here, let's bring this full, actually, if you don't mind, Scott. We see our first signs of some snow arriving really around 1 to 2 o'clock. And then at that point, we start to see it expand. So I think most likely 3 is kind of a good time because it's not going to overwhelm the roads. The brine is still going to do a good job at that point. But then after that, it's widespread. It gets heavier. So really, by the afternoon, I want you to plan on getting home. If you're out and about, it's fine. After 4 or 5 o'clock, everyone should be home just because of the widespread precipitation. Hey, thanks a lot for your questions. By the way, if you have any more about this storm, we also have WCNC Plus. Each half hour, I'm going to be answering a set of your questions. I know you have so many of them, and a lot of them come in. Actually, there's about 20 here that I could choose from. Those are the 4 that I chose initially. So again, you can go to this number, 704-329-3600. I can't wait to hear your questions. We're going to answer a lot more of those over on WCNC Plus between 7 and 9.